Hey guys, Wade here with another Backwater video game review. This time it's a special Christmas edition with a game called Kagero Deception 2, which was produced by Tecmo and released in 1998 for the Sony PlayStation. Okay, so you're probably wondering then how Deception 2 fits in with Christmas. Well, to be honest, it doesn't. But I do distinctly remember, sometime way back when, buying Deception 2 at one of those after Christmas sales. And I used some of my leftover Christmas money to do it. So there's my tie-in to Christmas, with one of my very own Christmas memories. And isn't that what Christmas is all about? Sharing your Christmas memories? Anyways, Deception 2 has you put in charge of guarding a few different locations throughout the game. Each location has several different rooms and sees you facing off against several waves of intruders. Now here's where the game throws in a unique twist. You cannot engage in direct combat. That means you can't punch, you can't kick, you don't have a submachine gun, and you sure as hell don't have an energy sword. That's a good question, the answer to which is what makes Deception 2 so unique. You're given a tool set consisting of a set of traps that are split into 3 different categories. You have ceiling traps, which typically fall on people, like this massive iron ball, wall traps, like this arrow that can hit from long range, and floor traps, like this bear trap that can immobilize and pin enemies into place. You set your traps inside the different rooms and then use yourself as live bait to lure the enemy into a trap. When they get within the trap's range, press the corresponding button to activate the trap, and then you sit back and watch the hurt. As you tack on the damage and tally up the dead bodies, you end up accumulating something that the game calls Arc. Think of Arc as Deception 2's form of currency. You spend the Arc to make newer traps, and also to run up the tech tree to give you access to better and more advanced traps. Versatility in your trap set is the key to success in this game because Deception 2 also features a combo system. The game's demo shows an example of a combo done with traps. Vase to the head stuns him for a bit. The attack wall sends him crashing to the ground. The spring floor sends him to the fireplace, and look at that. Ha ha! He's on fire! As you can see, aside from your traps, you can also use some parts of the environment as weapons. In this case, it was the fireplace. Other rooms can have even nastier things to use. For example, check out the huge buzzsaw and pendulum in this torture room. So we've got a trap-based indirect combat system in conjunction with a combo system. Pretty unique game so far. But there's still something else to distinguish Deception 2 from other games. Its presentation of the story and characters. Throughout the course of the game, you eliminate quite a few enemies. The enemies are numerous enough that they could have just been nameless characters presented as fodder for you to dispose of. Instead, Deception 2 makes it a point to familiarize you with the enemy. Not just in terms of stats and abilities, but also in terms of story and characterization. Through cutscenes and mini bios, you'll learn that some of the enemies aren't there specifically to do you harm. Some are just soldiers following orders, and others are in situations beyond their control, caught up in someone else's schemes. For example, there's this character, Barbalos. He's actually someone else's slave. He really couldn't care less about the circumstances that brought him into adversarial contact with you. All he's concerned about is the prospect of winning his freedom if he successfully completes a mission for his master. As you can see, Deception 2 tries to do something that very few games have done or have even attempted to do. It tries to make your enemies seem more like tragic figures, worthy of your empathy, rather than just groups of jackholes waiting to get torn a new one. Deception 2 tries to make you, the player, feel some regret, feel some remorse for your actions. Now as for me, all these bios and cutscenes, they didn't make me feel any more sympathy for them. In fact, it made it even more fun to kill these fuckers. Check out this guy, Gunter. He says his son Toma is ill and he's looking for a cure. Yeah, his son's ill, alright. Mentally ill. And he got it from Gunter. Why do I say that? Well, look at this place. Does this look like a place to look for a cure? Does this look like a hospital? A clinic? Or even a pharmacy? Hell no! What kind of dumbass looks for a medical cure in the middle of a castle that's in the middle of where the fuck forest? Now he wants to see if I'll just let him pass through. Okay, if some huge mentally ill man with a sledgehammer showed up on your doorstep, would you let him in? Oh, hell no! Alright, Gunter, you want it? Come up here and get it. Yeah, that's right. Call me names while you're still in the spike trap. Retard. Well, now look at what we got here. Here's Gunter's little rugrat now. He doesn't look ill. In fact, he looks downright healthy. Whoa, did you see that? Little bugger just tried to kick me. Well, I think it's time little Toma learned about the castle doctrine. That is to say, this is my castle, and if I catch you screwing around in it, then I'm going to send you to see the doctor. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for riding the lightning. That ought to cure him of any more tomfoolery. Hey, look at this loser. Wow, that's some cold, hard rejection for you right there. Gee, I wonder why that is. Look at him. Look at her. Look at him. Look at her. La femme pretty boy. Cold, frigid assassin bitch with claws on her hands. I think we all know who'd be wearing the dick in that relationship, and it won't be him. This may seem brutal, but I prefer to see it as a mercy killing. It's simply better this way. If they ever hooked up, she'd just make him suck his own dick. Not a pretty honeymoon. Now we've got a bunch of people gathering outside of the castle. Well, isn't that nice? A daughter and son taking up arms to fight for the father that took them in and raised them. Well, hold on. Let's take a closer look at this. Looks like old Hornstein took her in for her magic skills. Yeah, I bet he was interested in her magic skills. She became so traumatized by her childhood, she turned to voodoo. Now let's take a look at his son, Diva. Who the hell names their son Diva? His childhood was so bad he grew up to be a psycho. And not just any psycho, one that walks around in Daisy Dukes. Okay, so we all know where this is going, right? I can't let them leave here and possibly reproduce. Thanks for all the happy years. Yeah, happy years complete with happy endings. Here comes Diva and his booty shorts. Lesson learned, Diva. Daisy Dukes belong only on one person. Daisy Duke herself. Whoa, now look at this guy. He's looking for a man? This guy is certainly looking for love in all the wrong places. Especially this place. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disparaging the guy for his choices and preferences. I'm just saying, he's looking in the wrong place. That being said, he's probably looking for someone to pin him down and give him something hard from behind. You know what? I think I can oblige. A bear trap to pin him, and then something hard from behind. And there you have it, Kagero Deception 2 by Tecmo for the Sony PlayStation. Hope you enjoyed the review. Until next time, I'm Wade for Backwater Video Game Reviews.